For me, college was the first time that I really began to think critically and began to ask, what do I believe?
I think the important thing is to ask questions about who do they really want to be, and not just what it looks like on paper and what it sounds like when someone asks you. What values make you who you are, and what are your values?
You're being challenged academically in ways that you may have been before or you may not have been before. And so you end up being confused a lot, or at least I was.
It really helped me in my faith journey to have these forums for conversation, not just how do I solve this one differential equation, but why am I solving this differential equation? What's the purpose of work? How am I cultivating the earth?
One of my first ever large groups from first year was this idea of who are you becoming? And that has been a question that has stuck with me ever since. It's something that I wrote on a sticky note and taped to my mirror every year in college. It's something that I have on a sticky note taped to my desk at work.
I didn't want to be only around people who were in the same stage of life as me, who maybe had similar career aspirations. I wanted to be in the reality of life, which is much more full and rich than that.
Being able to go through that process of both self-discovery and discernment communally is what made it a really powerful time for me, and I think for a lot of other people.
I think the strongest faith is the one that you have examined and made your own. And that may lead you in a lot of different directions, but it'll be the one that serves you.
2 sons. One of the things that was very evident to me was the role that guides, mentors, influential teachers, directors in theater or athletic coaches, the role that they played in their life. And so much of that from a faith perspective.
If students are not asked big enough questions, they will not have the opportunity to develop worthy enough dreams that can command all of their efforts and imagination and intelligence.
Every student generation is shaped by by the culture of their growing up, different curiosities, different suspicions. And so you have to meet each generation where they are.
They may come very mentally career-driven and focused. That'll get you somewhere for a while, but then eventually you're going to burn out. You know, if you come, socially to have a great time, that'll get you there for a while, but then that weighs out.
If it's done well, right, if people are embracing the university setting as a space of inquiry, a space of the exchange of ideas, and a space of mutual sharpening, I think that gives us tools for once we leave that space. Right? So as people of faith, we can now enter into the world beyond our academic formation and not be thrown off when we encounter someone who is different from us, but to actually have already been equipped to engage in that difference in a way that can be mutually productive.
I've found that there are a lot of people at the university that want to talk about their faith, that want to hear talks from a faith perspective, that want to learn.
I came to my faith through critical thinking because of UVA, because of Theological Horizons.
That's the reason why Theological Horizons is so important, because it provides a welcoming, non-judgmental space for students and faculty to be able to do that.
As a parent of college students, seeing how hard my students are working, how much they want to succeed, the pressures they face as they work out their life on their own in college, I can't tell you what it means to know that there are people, loving, wonderful, beautiful people who are setting the table for them and creating a safe, loving environment to sort of welcome them in where they can rest and ask important questions.